Hello again. I'm not in existential crisis anymore. this is like a big. This is a big like jump from the last video. If you watched that video, I I kind of like centered myself. I like stepped back, took a break. It's Friday. I had a pretty good day today. Uh, I'm currently looking off to a monitor screen of my GitHub because I'm taking coding classes. Let me start over. I that was Discord. I am I sat back. I let myself like stew through the night. Not really stew. I slept on it. And the aid I'm referring to is what I want to do with this year, with my life in general, but specifically like this year, is I want to prepare for my bachelor's, because right now I'm doing an associate's degree in computer programming. So I'm computer science, computer programming is my focus. So I'm going to trust the process of like getting my driver's license, of finishing the classes that I have left because I'm supposed to graduate this fall, finish getting, what do you call it? What you call it? Getting uh, a car, or at least start getting a car. I'm going to like work on my GitHub finally. I'm gonna like work on my GitHub. I'm going to like take this time, now that I've acknowledged that I don't really know what I want to do, to at least put myself in a position to where if I'm gonna bust a move, it won't have me like in a compromising position. Like, I'm taking this time to prepare for the future, even if I don't really know quite exactly what that looks like. I can at least anticipate, or I can at least like be proactive in the making of it. So I for one, I'm taking like 3 classes right now. I'm taking a Java 1 class and a C++ class. For those of you who don't know, Java and C++ are programming languages. Computer programming, I essentially only have like the technical courses left, so I just have to do all of like, I had to do 2 C+ classes and then 3 Java classes. I have to do an advanced systems project. I have to do system design and project management. You have to take like a humanities course and an art appreciation course. That's like 3, 2, 2, 3. So if I do, because I'm taking 3, I'll do Java 2 and C++ 2, and then by the fall I just have Java 3, advanced systems project, humanities, and art, which is like, I got that in the bag. So by fall I'll graduate, and then at this point I have to figure out which college I want to go to. I have to talk to my advisor. I think one of the things that I want to do is I want to I think I scheduled a meeting with my advisor. I think I might have started but not finished. But I'm going to schedule a meeting with my advisor, get myself my GPA to a place to where like I'll have like options, because the colleges that I'm choosing between now are like UGA, Georgia Tech, uh, MIT, but that's out of state, and I'm not comfortable driving out of state yet. So like Georgia Tech, UGA, uh, University of Georgia, uh, Spelman, uh, those are just like the three off the top of my head. I'm hoping I can at least do UGA. No, what am I saying? It'll either be UGA, Spelman, or Georgia Tech. With Georgia Tech, my GPA is not all that. My GPA is not all that. So I'm not really sure how that would go, and plus it is expensive. College is expensive. I'm lucky enough to like be able to pay for it, but like college is expensive. But yeah, Georgia Tech is the goal for me, because I know my college is transferable, credits are transferable to Georgia Tech, but just to like start, I'm just not sure which college. Like obviously for technology wise, Georgia Tech would be like the best option for me if I want to stay in state. It is expensive. and it would be like the first time that I would be like away from home for like an undetermined amount of time, because I've been living with my mom essentially like my whole life, so to suddenly not do that, because I live with my mom and then I have like my two little brothers with me too, and then my stepdad, so like I've been with my mom and my little brothers for like my whole life, so to like not be with them anymore is like kind of nerve-wracking. And I don't really know, because the commute from like where I am to like Atlanta is like, I would not want to do that like every day. And I'm not good with like online courses. Like I'm better like in a classroom with a professor. So like that's just, I would have to get either like an apartment lease, or I would have to like do housing. But at the same time, I don't think I would be comfortable with roommates. Although I'm pretty sure that's like a financially stable option. I I'm not sure if I would be like comfortable living off the bat with strangers, although like we would probably be in like our own worlds. We would both be like everybody, I'm pretty sure, would just like be doing their own thing, but like I would rather be on, not on my own, but like by myself, if that makes sense. Like if I could, because like I'm comfortable where I'm at, and I've been where I'm at for so long, like I can't really think of how it would be if I were somewhere else. So I haven't done that yet, so I can't like speak on it. But I think it would be like cool depending on like the person I get paired with, but if I could do like a single bedroom, single bath, like I would be straight with that. But with how it's just expensive. Everything feels expensive, and I don't know, because even if I were to like go down there, I would also have to like find a job close by, and I don't really know if there's any like tech companies hiring like people with associates. So, and even then, I would probably need to get a job before like I move out, or before I get because you have to have like a pretty big income for like leases and stuff, I'm pretty sure. So I would have to like find a job, preferably at least like adjacent, if not in my field. And I don't really know. Like obviously I'm having to trust the process. I'm starting out. I'm like now I'm like putting in the work. So like obviously I can't see like that by the end of 2027. Like I'm not by the end of 2027. By the end of like 2026, there's going to be like a tangible difference for me with what I'm doing now. But like I'll be able to see the results of my hard work. I just can't I haven't done anything yet, so I can't like speak on what position I'll be in or like what moves I'll be able to make because I'm not there yet. But if I'm just kind of projecting right now, uh if I continue what I'm doing, I'm pretty sure I'll get somewhere. One of the things that I actually am just not realizing, who would I work for? Like what, like obviously a software developer develops software, but like who do we develop software for? Because like obviously Google, Microsoft, big tech companies or whatever, but like Oracle, Nvidia, or maybe I don't, the thing is I don't know who I would have to like apply to. Maybe like Intel or something. That's something I would have to look up actually. But if I was going to like apply for a software developer position, or maybe it would be like software engineering or something, I don't know, something to do with programming. I'm not really sure. Like I'm in the process of starting. I keep reminding myself that, and I keep saying that, but like I don't really know what that looks like at all, and I don't know uh what the results of that are. Like when you're in horticulture or like horticulture adjacent, you grow plants. Like you're working with plants, your hands are in the dirt, or like there's like something to hold, and there's something to like tangibly like physically like get out of it. What do software developers get out of developing software? I think that's a question I would love someone to answer, because oh boy, how has software development like impacted the lives of just like humanity or just like humans in general? Like obviously like we have computers and we have like phones and we have like YouTube and we have like the internet and we have like all these things and stuff. That's great and all, but like how do I do that? Like, would I be working commissions? Would I just have somebody like over me telling me like what programs to make and like when they're due by? Like, I don't. Would it be like college forever? Like, I don't really know what that would look like after like 5 years. I think I should make like a 5 year, like I made a 5 year plan. That's what all that, for those of you who didn't see the other video, I still have the whiteboard. For those, I made like a 5 year plan, which is what this was. Getting my driver's license, start saving for a new home construction, start a career in software development, finish my bachelor's degree. So I have the 5 year plan, and then I have the plan for 2026. So my 5 year plan is like, I want to start saving for like a new home construction. I wanted to start a career in software development. I wanted to finish my bachelor's degree within 5 years. So like, that's a goal for me. For specifically 2026, my main 4 things are, well, my main 4, more like 5. My main 5 things are like, get a driver's license, start financing a car, get my associates degree, start financing land, apply to a 4-year college. And I think the first step to applying to the 4-year college, at least for me, is like just paying down which college I want to go to. In order to do that, I need to learn how to like drive. And that's been like, nobody really taught me how. So I'm having to like do that on my own, but I don't have a car, so then like I can't like I haven't started, so I would have to like put the cart before the horse and like get a car, but for that to work, I still need somebody to like teach me how to drive. In order to finance and like get a car, I would also need like car insurance, and that's like expensive, I'm pretty sure. On top of like gas, on top of like just everything, I guess, that I got going on. So like, I'm not really sure how that would work out, because I would have to like come up with the money for that. I would just have to like save for it and try to like start financing a car in like, I want to say maybe June, July, just sometime this year, so that get my license and get a car by this year. So by the time that I have to go for the spring of 2027 to like one of these 4-year colleges, like I'll actually be able to get there, because there's no way that I'm Ubering up to Atlanta for me would be like a daily commute would be like money like that. I wouldn't be able to do that. But I wish I was close enough to where I could just like catch the bus, because like I could plan like around the bus. I could plan around a bus stop. And if I was like desperate, I would go like and take an Uber, or maybe like walk, or do one of those like scooters or whatever, if they even have those. I'm not really sure. But like I I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm just kind of, a lot of these videos, I didn't really do like a channel introduction. I didn't really introduce myself. I just started yapping. We're 20 minutes into this, but I just kind of like jumped feet first into this. And I really don't mind how it's going so far, you know, because I'm just kind of like sitting here yapping at strangers online, but it's kind of a little cathartic because I get to like talk about stuff that I wouldn't normally talk about with like anyone really. But one of the weird things, just like starting off with posting like a YouTube video, is that I kept on going back to the video that I posted, and like just somewhere like in the back of my head I was like, oh, I wonder how many views it got by now, or oh, I wonder if somebody like found it, or I wonder if somebody like commented on it. And like I kept on like going, like switching back between like my two accounts and like looking at it. And one of the things that I don't want to, just like out of curiosity more so than like a narcissism or whatever you want to call it, just like curiosity to just see like, hey, maybe somebody like stumbled upon it, maybe the algorithm didn't like bury me or something. But like one of the things that I don't want to do is become like obsessed with like numbers. That's one thing like I really like. I understand like if it becomes like a source of income, or if it like uh I guess, but even then like I don't want it to turn into a numbers game, because I'm pretty comfortable with how I can just like talk and it not be like, and it just not matter, and I can like go about my life. Like numbers and like likes and follows and stuff like that, like I was never really into it. Like I'm on like Instagram and I'm on like Blue Sky and I'm on like all these different things, but I don't want to turn this into like, and no hate to anybody who like pushes their stuff, like you do you. Like if you're gonna like push yourself, and if you're gonna like really be like a content creator, if you're really gonna be a YouTuber, like that networking, like you do you. But like for me, this is just like me yapping. And like if you find me cool, if you don't, that's also cool. I don't really care. I just wanted to talk. And I think that's what I want to maybe like keep in mind in the back of my head, that this is just me like just yapping and just like seeing if anybody like yaps back, and maybe just like starting a conversation. That's what I think I would like this specifically to be. And maybe like somebody can leave like life advice or something, because I'm like trying to like get through this or whatever. But I think that's what a lot of people are doing right now, and honestly I don't blame anyone for that, because I think everybody is in the process of like, well, maybe not well, yeah, everybody's in the process of like growing or learning like all the time. Like there's never going to be a point in time where like you just like stop learning, unless you like just decide to be ignorant. uh so for me, this this is Like, I'm just, like, growing as a person. Like, one of the things that I think that I'll find when I look back on, like, these videos and stuff is that, like, I'm not the same person as I was, and my hindsight will be 2020, and I'll know, like, what worked and what didn't work, and, like, how to carry myself, and in that, I'll be, like, an entirely different person. And, but one of the things that I don't want to change, or at the very, rather than not change, one of the things that I want to have a better appreciation for, or at least gain a better understanding of, is, like, myself, I think. Like, I want to know what I want to do in life and how I want to, like, give back to the people who've given to me, and how I want to, like, build a community, or, like, build something bigger than myself. And I think that I think I'll be able to do that, even if it's like 20 years from now, or like 40 or 60, or like 80 years from now, God willing. If I just, like, I just want to make something. I just want to, like, make something of myself. And I think that's how, like, a lot of people, especially, like, my age, feel. We're, like, in, like, the intermediary, like, that weird sweet spot of, like, not having responsibility, but, like, slowly gaining responsibility, and slowly being hit with, like, wow, life sure is lifing right now, and I just have to learn how to, like, sink or swim, essentially. And I don't want to sink. And I don't judge anybody for sinking, because, like, it really is difficult. Like, I'm blessed enough to have, like, support from, like, my parents and my family, and, like, my granny and grandpa, and, like, just, like, just a bunch of, like, family that loves me, and just, like, a bunch of friends who I can, like, talk to, or at least hang out with. So, like, I'm not by any means, like, alone, but I am responsible for myself, in the sense of, like, I have to at least try. And, like, this is today was, like, the first day of me, like, trying. Like, I updated my GitHub. uh I got up, and I was, like, at work on time, and that might seem like such a simple thing, but just, like, I cleaned the bathroom, like, the bathroom counter and stuff. Like, I like kind of tidied up my bed. I like complimented people in the halls, and I like dressed up a little bit today, and I like it was, like, so, like, I never, like, post, like, Instagram photos, like, ever. Like, I never post. Like, this is, like, the most frequent that I've been on social media in, like, ever. Like, ever. So, like, I felt good enough about how I carried myself, or I was confident enough to, like, post a picture of my outfit, which was, like, a very rare thing for me to do. So, like, it's I took my first steps today in uh going of in trying, and I feel good about it. Like, I feel like I did better than I did yesterday, which I think is like a marked sign of like improvement. Like, I improved upon myself today, and that's like super satisfying. I just want to make this a habit. I want this to be like a lifestyle for me of like just like doing better than yesterday and being still, in the sense of like enjoying the moment and knowing that this isn't like a forever thing, and I'm not going to be in the same place as I was yesterday, which I think is like super relieving, at least for me, because I can like, because even if I like make a mistake or I don't do the best that day, I still have like a peace of mind that it won't be that way forever, and that I can try again and I can put my best foot forward. Like, I'm allowed to stumble, and I'm allowed to like recognize my faults and recognize, like, I'm thankful that I'm able to recognize like when I'm not doing what I know I could. Like, I don't have a sense of, well, I think everybody has a little bit, but mine's isn't so, everyone has like a sense of like, or at least some, not everyone. I should be a little bit more abstract, not abstract, what's the word? Yeah, abstract works, I guess. I think that God, I lost my train of thought. I think that because I'm able to recognize faults in myself, and I can see where I need improvement, and I can admit fault, and I can admit defeat, and I can know when I haven't put in the effort necessary to get the results I want. I'm able to like better myself in the sense of like, I know how much I have to do, and I know what it will take to get there, so I can like hit the ground running with this and be confident in the fact that I can do what I set my mind to. I literally just have to like do it, which sounds like so simple, And the thing is, like, it's so simple that I sometimes find it difficult, in the sense of, like, a sense of defeatism, I guess, or a sense of, like, I can, like, put it off for tomorrow, or it's so easy, like, I can just, like, put it to the side and, like, not think about it, and, like, procrastinate. I procrastinate, like, bad. Like, I have a terrible sense of procrastination, and that's been, like, a defining trait of mine for, like, my whole school career. And for this year, I don't want that to be the case. Like, when I put my mind to something, I want to do it. Like, in that instance. In that, sometimes is difficult in the fact that, like, I'll start something, but then I won't finish it, and I'll just, like, leave, like, this trail of, like, unfinished, like, projects, whether they're, like, personal projects, or, like, school assignments, or, like, chores, or, like, just unfinished things in my life that I know I can finish, but I just don't, for, like, what feels like no reason. And at this point, and I'm glad that I'm realizing this now, because, like, I'm 22, gonna be 23 this year. I'd rather know this at 22 than, like, be struggling at, like, 40 or 50 or 60, or, like, just never, like, admitting to myself that, like, yeah, you have problems and they need to be addressed. So, like, just noticed that one of the things that I found today was that, like, I tend to, like, enjoy my day more when, like, I follow through, and when I, like, complete stuff, and when I, like, not let yesterday dictate today. Because, yeah, there's, like, actions and have consequences, and some things, like, will follow you, but, like, dealing with that as it comes, and, like, having the knowledge, having the foresight, or better yet, having the hindsight, but better yet, the foresight, I should say, to recognize a pattern of behavior that's problematic, and acting, not just saying, but acting upon it to do better, is something that I think I'll have to do a lot more this year, especially because if I'm gonna plan on getting, like, an apartment, or, like, a townhouse or whatever, or getting something close to my college, like, I'm going to be an adult, and I'm gonna be responsible for myself. So before I go out into the world, I want to have as much of myself together as, like, humanly possible, because I would rather figure out myself while I'm in the safety of, like, my parents' home than with, like, total strangers. And that's just, like, a thought that came to me, because I was just, like, talking with one of my friends. She's, like, super cool. She's like gonna be a veterinarian. She's working towards it right now for an applied associates too. And, like, we were just looking at, like, which colleges we wanted to go to, and, like, we were just looking at, like, the housing situations and stuff, and it's like, I keep saying that I'm like gonna graduate in fall, and I'm like doing like the mental math of like where my GPA needs to be, and doing the mental math of how many like credit hours that are left in my like thing, and like I'm really gonna be like an adult. Like I'm already an adult, but like rather I should say I'm gonna have more responsibility. And I think as I am right now, I wouldn't be able to take it. But by the end of 2026, I want to be able to take that step into I keep saying adulthood, but that's not the word I want to use. Into like not individualism, but into like what's the word? Into like self-actualization. I think would be it. I think self-actualization would be apt. Perhaps. But that's kind of my yap session. Yap. Rap. Yap session for tonight. But I think one of the things I'm recording. Gosh, Gabe.